change of scenery. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dan with 6bstyle, and today we are tackling the tough questions, the most pressing of all the issues in the middle of a pandemic. Why do we wear suits? So originally my first style video was going to be like a men's basic, this is a navy suit, these are the different things about a suit, like lapel types and this, that, and the other. And frankly, it was boring. It was just so boring. So I decided that maybe this would be a more interesting topic, and I hope you'll agree with me. So why do we wear suits in the 21st century? You know, many professions, even the most professional of them, lawyers and doctors and that sort of thing, they are not required to wear suits anymore. So who's buying them? What's the point? Why do I personally like suiting? Well, let's get into that a little bit. So for me personally, just to be quite frank with you, I look best clothed than naked. That's just a fact of my biology, currently speaking. So I've always had body image issues. I still have body image issues, weight issues. Let's just say one is horizontally challenged. Like many things, I sort of had a problem and I needed to find a solution. And so for me, I found that tailored clothing was absolutely the solution to help me look the best I could look, the best I can look. I mean, who's writing that right now? God. You know, so for me, suits give me a confidence that I just don't have in other forms of clothing. And quite honestly, it is because of my body issues. You know, it is because I'm uncomfortable in, I don't want to say I'm uncomfortable in my skin, because from a personality perspective, I'm incredibly comfortable in my skin. But from a physical perspective, I absolutely am not. And that's just real. You know, that's just a real talk, true conversation, right? So I wear suits and I wear tailored clothing in general, so sport coats and that sort of thing, because it helps me transverse this world a little bit easier. And in this day and age, we all need everything we can do to make life a little easier, right? Especially well-made, well-tailored suiting just gives you confidence, and it makes you feel so much better about yourself. Like, I see it every day at my job. Now, to be clear, I'm a shirt maker, and I do that bit. We offer made-to-measure clothes, which, you know, this is one of those. And I personally don't work a lot with the made-to-measure clothing. However, I have been there enough, and I've seen enough guys where, you know, they put on a well-made, well-tailored suit, maybe even just ready to wear. Not, you know, just that, 42 off the rack just fit them great, and they just light up. They stand taller. They speak. You know, they speak more confidently. It's a beautiful thing, you know. Quite honestly, that's why I wear a suit in these videos, because it helps me use my confidence voice. If I was to sort of here in, you know, a t-shirt and jeans or whatever, like, it just really wouldn't, I don't think an authentic me would have translated as well, you know, because I wouldn't be comfortable, right? So it's kind of funny because that comfort, people focus so much on the physical comfort of other clothes that they don't think at all about their mental comfort that clothing can provide them. And so that's kind of like a great irony to me with, the state of dressing these days, is that, people are just so consumed with their physical comfort that they don't think about their mental comfort. It just, you need to be comfortable in your own skin. And for me, I find comfort in suiting. Like, am I physically comfortable all the time? No. My suit pants are slightly tight, to be frank with you. You're wearing multiple layers of clothing. Jackets, again, they can be slightly tight. I mean, to be honest with you, because, I had a big lunch, okay? Don't judge me. Like, but the thing is that I would rather have a jacket on that maybe is open and it's giving me a nice silhouette than a t-shirt where you can see every hill and valley. You know what I'm saying? So, like, choices, right? Like, it just sort of depends on what you're looking for. So too long didn't watch. JK, obviously, if you're still here, you're still watching, and thank you for that. For me, and I know I may be an odd duck here, but for me, suiting is a form of living that fantasy and projecting an image to the world that I want them to see. Now, I could do a whole video on clothing and perception, but if I were to do that, I would want to actually cite some research and do a little bit more of a deep dive, and that sort of thing. And that's not necessarily what my channel is about. But what I can say is that for me personally, dressing and suiting and that sort of thing has only helped me in this world. It helps me feel better about myself. And I think it helps me in just all of my everyday interactions, not just at work, but in general, on the subway, in the grocery store, that sort of thing. Now, have some people found the way I present myself to be a little intimidating or a little off-putting? Sure, but what you see is what you get. This is who I am. This is what I like. And yeah, so it was going to come out sooner rather than later, so you might as well know from the start, right? Thank you so much for joining me today. This was a little bit of a different video. It's kind of weird that I fully made a video and then I was just like, nah. So I'm not gonna say I won't visit that video and maybe try to do it again, but I think this is maybe hopefully a little bit more interesting and entertaining. So and honestly, we all need a little bit of entertainment these days. So if you liked this new kind of video, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think downstairs in the comments. Like, if you like suits, if you don't like suits. If you like suits, yes, great, let's cut up and kiki. If you don't like suits, well, maybe listening to me drone on about this might have given you an opinion or a perspective that you didn't, think of before. So, yeah, so thanks again, guys. Like the videos, subscribe, comment, all those things that all the YouTubes tell you to do. And I'll see you next week. Have a great one. Subscribe to the channel.